Tonight on Newsbeat.
The Epstein bill now lies on President Trump's desk, but if and when he signs them is still a mystery.
A group of LSU students working with the former LSU star to help fight cancer.
And the story of one child raising spirits with his courage every day.
All this and more, Wednesday Newsbeat starts right now. Good evening and welcome to Wednesday Newsbeat. I'm Jaden Cotton.
And I'm Isaiah Kirkland. Our top story tonight, President Trump is set to sign a bill to release the Epstein files after a bill passed through Congress Tuesday.
The bill received nearly unanimous support across the chambers, with the lone opposition being Louisiana Representative Clay Higgins. Higgins said in a statement, quote, "What was wrong with this bill 3 months ago is still wrong today. It abandons 250 years of criminal justice procedure in America." Higgins will go on to say, quote, "If enacted in its current form, this type of broad reveal of criminal investigative files released to a rapid media will absolutely result in innocent people being hurt." Speaker of the House Mike Johnson spoke on the Senate's decision to unanimously approve the bill today.
I made clear for months that I thought there were serious flaws in the underlying bill, and I had hoped that the Senate would work to fix and correct those. They decided to go a different direction. That's their prerogative. I was surprised and disappointed by that. But overall, I mean, the bill has passed. Congress has spoken. And, we did what was necessary. I hope it brings comfort to the victims and the survivors.
It's important to note that the president could change his mind and choose to veto the bill, which would then require a 2/3 vote to override the president's veto. He could also decide not to act on the bill, allowing it to become a law without his signature. Sticking with national news, the Department of Homeland Security has announced plans for an immigration crackdown in Louisiana.
That's right, Jaden. Operation Swamp Sweep will see 250 federal agents come to Louisiana and Mississippi for a 2-month operation. It will be the 5th official deployment of federal agents to major cities across the country as the surge in immigration arrests continue. Homeland Security reports more than 200 arrests of undocumented immigrants in Charlotte alone this week. North Carolina lawmakers criticized the use of federal agents in a press conference following protests around the state on Tuesday.
At some schools, over 30% of students were absent. Businesses are shut down. Healthcare appointments are being missed. Families are afraid to leave their homes. This is not how you create safety here in Durham or anywhere else.
The operation is set to begin on December 1st in New Orleans and stretch through St. Bernard, St. Tammany, and Jefferson parishes, extending all the way to Baton Rouge. The DHS announced the goal of 5,000 arrests across Mississippi and Louisiana. The holidays are fast approaching and students are racing to find a way home. For those traveling out of state, just getting to the New Orleans airport can be a challenge as the recovery from the government shutdown continues.
Yes, but don't worry, Catherine Charette takes a closer look at a licensed LSU family-run transport service that's making airport trips easier than ever for students and families.
With holiday breaks a few weeks away, are you struggling to find a way to the airports? If so, there's one LSU family-run business that's been providing transportation to students since 2020.
We've serviced over 15,000 students, about 5,000 a year the last 3 years.
Tiger Mama Transport, LLC, is a licensed transportation company that transports LSU students to and from the Baton Rouge and New Orleans airports for any occasion.
We give rides 24/7, 365 days of the year. We ideally conceptualize this as being a transport for holidays, academic calendar, LSU endorsed holidays, fall break, Thanksgiving, winter break, return from winter break, but it evolved to something much bigger. We now transport 336 days out of the year.
Shauna King started this business after transporting 2 of her daughter's friends to the airport. Since 2020, she has received immense positive support and thanks from several families.
I'm a local mom and an LSU alumni. My children went to LSU, were LSU fans. I was an LSU professor, and through the grapevine, we were hearing on campus and off campus concerns over transportation, especially for the out-of-state students that have more than an hour drive to the New Orleans airport. And so when Uber and Lyft, it was disclosed that they had 25,000 sexual assault reports, I was quite concerned.
Right now, the company has 4 large vans that can accommodate up to 15 students at a time, as well as 5 minivans. With these 9 transports, the company has been able to drive up to 527 students to the airport in one day. Tiger Mama Transport, LLC, is an accommodation for LSU-affiliated families only. They are recognized by LSU student government and only have a presence on Facebook to remain exclusive. For Tiger TV, I'm Catherine Sherritt.
To learn more about Tiger Mama Transport, feel free to call at 225-363-4044. Remember, you must have an LSU affiliation to book a ride. Speaking of the LSU community, there's a group of students helping out a former Tiger baseball star to make a difference in the capital city.
That's right, Jaded, and senior correspondent Gracie Guillat has more on how they're looking to win the fight against cancer. Gracie?
Thanks, guys. Former LSU baseball player Kramer Robertson is stepping up to the plate with the help of a few PR capstone students. Throughout November, he's teaming up with the Mary Bird Perkins Cancer Center to help raise funds for cancer research and patient care. I got to sit down with Kramer earlier this week to learn more about why this fundraiser is special to him.
I played here, if anybody didn't know that. I was a shortstop here from 2014 to 2017, and then went and played professional baseball for a while, and then a couple years later, my mom, Kim Mulkey, is now the women's basketball coach here at LSU, so very well connected to the community in Baton Rouge.
And you're obviously giving back to the community. You're a part of the Mary Bird Perkins Go Grizzly fundraiser. Explain to me what y'all are kind of raising money for and what y'all are doing with that.
Yeah, so I'm working with 6 other LSU seniors, and I'm competing against 8 other guys across the community to try to raise money for cancer in the Mary Bird Perkins Cancer Center. So it's been enjoyable so far, and it's been a great competition. We won the first competition we had to see who could get the most donations in one day, and we have a few more events coming up. So it's been a great experience so far, and it's a good thing for the community, and I'm glad I'm a part of it.
And then go more into depth with that, because you played LSU baseball here. I'm sure you felt the love from the Baton Rouge community. Your mom's the head coach of the women's basketball team. Everybody loves Kim Mulkey. What does it mean to be able to give back to a fundraiser like this and for such a good cause?
Yeah, I think everybody in some way has been affected by cancer. So if I can just be a small part in raising some money that could help save a life one day, then that means a lot to me, especially in a community like Baton Rouge that has been so great to me and my family. Any way that I can give back would mean a lot to me, and this has just been an awesome experience to be a part of.
If you would like to support Kramer, he will be at Murphy's on Chimes this Friday from 7 to 10 p.m. 50% of cover will be donated to Mary Bird Perkins, so make sure to stop by, have a good time, and support a great cause.
Thanks, Gracie. Next at 5, the son of a Baton Rouge media icon fighting against life-threatening illnesses.
We detail his story of resilience and the mission his family is on to bring awareness to his battle.
Hate is loud. It gets clicks. It gets attention. Hate, however, is actually quite small. But love is the majority. Love fills our hearts, our lives, our every day.
Welcome back. When it comes to sports talk in Baton Rouge, Matt Moscona is the voice everyone knows. But it's not the success on camera that drives him. Instead, it's his 11-year-old son, Drew. And while talking sports may be Matt's passion, being a father to Drew is his purpose.
Sports, family, and a trip to Italy. That's all Matt and Erica Moscona wanted when they got married in 2012. But his suitcases were getting packed for a long-awaited trip. A surprise welcomed them that led to a change of plans.
When my wife and I found out we're pregnant with our first, it's almost unimaginable joy. mean, like any parent, I mean, when you find out you're going to be a mom or dad for the first time, you're overwhelmed and overjoyed.
On July 18, 2014, the Mosconas welcomed their son Drew. What first became instant joy came fear and anxiety as they discovered Drew had CDH, congenital diaphragmatic hernia, a rare birth defect affecting the diaphragm that affects 1 in every 3,000 live births.
You get this news that just, you go from the excitement and the euphoria of being an expecting parent to now the fear and anxiety of, are you going to lose your baby? And so I went into the mode of, we'll do whatever we have to do to save him.
After 7 months in the NICU and undergoing 8 surgeries at Texas Children's Hospital, Drew came home to Baton Rouge. 11 years later, he's the kid every parent wishes for.
He's the happiest, lovable, just smiliest kid there is. And I'm like, dude, you don't understand what your life is like, but he doesn't know any different. And so for us, like, that brings Matt and I the most joy for sure.
He loves to ride elevators, so every Saturday we come to work here.
Okay,
and
here we go.
Ride the elevators here at work.
You want to tell everybody where we are?
Daddy's work.
Yeah. And what are we doing here?
Daddy's office.
We're going to Daddy's office.
Every Sunday, he and I go to the mall. He knows where every elevator is in the mall. So I'll put him in a wagon, I'll push him around, and we will go up and down every elevator in the entire mall.
Without Drew, the Mosconas wouldn't be the parents they are today. And for Matt, his son's joy is his biggest superpower.
He is the happiest little kid. And every day, when I'm putting my head on the pillow at night, you say, what was the best part of your day today? It will be something with Drew every single day.
Whether it's talking sports or riding elevators, Matt Moscona knows that his son's happiness brings a father like him the greatest joy.
Thanks, Juliet. Truly an inspiring story and one that we can all take a lesson from.
That's right, Isaiah. Really inspiring to see the Moscona family living their best life. Whether it's jazzercise, Zumba, or aerobics, workout trends have captured minds and figures for decades. We'll show you how pose by pose, a new workout trend is sweeping the nation.
Hate is loud. It gets clicks. It gets attention. Hate, however, is actually quite small. But love is the majority. Love fills our hearts, our lives, our everyday.
Fitness trend Pilates is taking over the nation, and Baton Rouge is no exception.
That's right, Isaiah, and I'm no exception because I went behind the scenes of Pilates, and here's what I found. In 2024, nearly 12 million people in the U.S. participated in the Pilates routine due to social media trends. But it started as a trend that's turned into a lifestyle for many women and men who use Pilates to activate their bodies. Studies show that Pilates relieves stress, improves posture, and enhances body awareness. The fitness craze is accessible for any age or fitness level, making it a workout anyone can step into.
I feel like it's for everyone because it's really different intensities in each level. We provide modifications for everyone, and you can make it as intense as you want with the pace or like the movement. Like it's really up to you.
I tried a couple exercises myself, and let's just say they definitely weren't the easiest, but I walked away feeling more refreshed than ever. Well, that's all the time we have for Newsbeat. To stay up to date on LSU news and sports, be sure to follow all of our socials at LSU Tiger TV.
And tune into our shows every Monday through Thursday, live at 5. Until next time, I'm Isaiah Kirkland.
And I'm Jaden Cotton. Have a great night.